All right, guys. At just over $2 million, homes in this price range in Oak Forest, they need to earn their value. This one does it. Not just with the finishes, but the lot size and these beautiful mature trees. Now, finish-wise, it does have some special stuff, so I can't wait to show you guys. Gonna take a quick swing here. Look at that. I love it. It comes with it. Both these double doors go into your study, but we'll go in through the front door here. All right, and welcome. We'll hit the quick specs real quick. Just 5 beds, 5 baths, a 12,000 square foot lot, and interior square footage, we're looking just over 4,800 square feet. And I wanted to kind of give an update. You know, usually I try to talk about the homes, guys. I'm not an expert on high-end finishes per se. I know my way around them a little bit. I know your different drywall finishes, things like that. But again, I'm not a custom home builder. However, what I am an expert at is the real estate market. So let's talk about that real quick. If you're looking at this home, you're likely going to be looking at a jumbo mortgage. Average jumbo mortgage rates are sitting in the low to mid 6s, and historically speaking, we're not in a high rate environment. We're just no longer in an artificially low rate environment, right? Prior to this, guys, prior to my real estate career, I was still heavily involved in real estate, if you can guess it, as a mortgage banker. Yes, that's what I did for the prior 8 years. So I can speak about this stuff confidently, guys. Again, we're not in a super high rate environment. We're just not in an artificially low one. Those past couple of years, if you bought a house between 2021, or let's say really more like 2018, to 2022-ish, right? Artificial, I'll be honest with you. Great if you did, but I'm finally starting to see some of those homeowners let go of those rates. You'll never hear that on the news, right? It'll always be, oh my God, they're stuck in their homes forever. They're going to become accidental landlords, yada, yada, yada. No. Again, historically speaking, we are in, I would say, a pretty good rated market. What you really want to look at is what type of market are we in, right? So we're in a buyer's market. I mean, if you're looking to buy a home right now to be a buyer, the cards are mostly in your favor. Now, there are some definite exceptions to this. There's hot areas in every city, in every state, in every town, whatever you would call it. There's hot areas. Oak Forest, typically kind of a hot area, right? So now with this home specifically and stuff, when you get up into this upper echelon of pricing, you know, the cards will still mostly be in your favor. But this is a heavily sought after area. Houston's known for great appreciation over the years. Real estate's going to be a great investment for you, especially if you buy in a buyer's market when rates are somewhat stabilized. Quick peek at the garage there. That was the pantry to the right, and if you didn't catch those Wolf appliances and this little butler's pantry over here, it's a second shot. There's that special feature over there to the left was a walk-in wine cellar. We'll hit that in a second for you guys. This is a beautiful living room. I love the way it looks over the backyard there. You can see how big this yard is. You really can. We'll take a second gander here in a sec. Lovely work on the fireplace. And we'll hop in that backyard in a second and check out that outdoor kitchen, but right here you've got a lot of backyard to overlook. Check that out, guys. That is ready for some burgers, ready for some hot dogs. Pea gravel on this side as usual, helps with the drainage, makes it less mushy in a big old backyard. Neighbors have got some beautiful trees as well for you to take a look at. Now let's hit the fun stuff here. Down in this wine cellar. So this door is hard to open because it is fully sealed off. So climate controlled for all you wine snobs out there. If you can't tell, I am not one of them. Usually I'd say I'd fill this room with coffee, but I wouldn't fill this room with coffee, guys. I'd find a way to get something down in here. But for you wine lovers, this is it right here, isn't it? And they put a lot of detail into this room. You can tell a lot of the tile work. It looks really, really good in here. This is going to be another house where all of the bedrooms are going to be upstairs. So I'm just seeing that a lot lately, and frankly, it makes sense. Makes sense to me, at least. I've mentioned it in past videos. I've got some young kids, so up and down and up and down and up and down gets old. Everybody being upstairs just makes it easier. I love the way this master overlooks that tree out front. Now that tree would look a little bit better if it wasn't winter here in Texas, but when it does finally bloom, it's going to look beautiful. And guys, as I'm walking through this bathroom, it feels opulent, to say the least. It feels good. It's not the biggest bathroom we've seen in a home of this price range, but it's finished out nicely. I think they spent most of the money on the closet in here. This thing is huge. It's a big old closet with some big old mirrors to go with it. So the depth is not really showing back here. So what I'm going to do is kind of walk all the way back here, turn around, and then you guys will see. Hopefully get a feel for the depth of this closet. So even though there is not his and her sections of the closet, there is plenty of space for the both of you in here. And a mirror to catch yourself at every angle, just in case. It does, as we're seeing a lot in these homes lately, connect right to the laundry room here. And yes, those are included. Now the rest of the video, guys, is going to be checking out the second bedrooms, the game room, things like that. I do want to leave off here though and just say, since I'll kind of stop talking, I'll just let the video be after this. You know, if you're looking for a home in this area, really anywhere on the west side, northwest side of Houston, this is where I specialize, guys, and I can kind of pinpoint some homes like this for you if you're really interested in this kind of stuff. They are not all $2 million, and that is not my only price range, of course. We work with all buyers of all sorts in any price range. I've got experience all the way down to Clayton Homes, your manufactured homes, up to builders like these. So very familiar with the mortgage market, the real estate market in general, and how to get you into this house with the best situation possible. So if you're interested, we've got details in the description of this video, and we'll have some details at the end with my phone number and stuff like that if you guys end up sticking around to the end. But I'll leave it for here. Let you guys just enjoy this walkthrough, and please do not hesitate to reach out if you've got any questions or if you want to see more stuff like this.